In a month where everybody sets goals, whether they're personal goals or whether they're business goals, it's the beginning of the year, we all set them. However, we have this massive curveball that we call a pandemic that seems to throw up obstacles in relation to us achieving what we set out to achieve almost every single week, and for some of us perhaps every single day. That doesn't make it any easier to achieve our goals. In fact, I would challenge that the pandemic, the world that we now live in with these variables and these curveballs, impacts the R in the acronym SMART. Specific, measurable, attainable, questionable, realistic, probably not, timely makes it difficult. So perhaps we need to think of a different way of setting goals. Perhaps we need not to set goals. But let's discuss that today in JT in the Raw, show 274. Welcome to Catherine Hill Bay. What a gorgeous place this is on the New South Wales coast. It's absolutely fantastic day here. Finally, the sun is out and we're heading home. But it's been a gorgeous couple of days away on a little family vacation, much needed family vacation with a couple of other friends. So, what's inspired this conversation? So the conversation has been purely inspired by talking with clients this week about them setting their business goals, the numbers that they're trying to achieve. First up, they're comparing their business goals not to 2021, not to 2020, but they're actually going back to 2019 because they're comparing that normal world of 2019 with the normal-ish world of 2022. And this becomes the challenge that we face. The challenge that we face is looking at the historical data in business over the last couple of years because we haven't had a normal year in business. Even if we're sitting down with clients, sitting down with our members of gyms or our physio clients or our people that are wanting to achieve personal things, it's also very difficult to set those goals based on the curveballs that we've had thrown at us as well. So, there's a couple of thoughts that I've got around this for all of us. The first one is, maybe we don't set goals. Maybe we don't set goals. Maybe what we set is commitments. This is my commitment that I'm going to do. For example, I may not be able to lose the 10 kilos that I want to lose, but I will commit to training 3 times a week. I may not be able to grow my client base by 20 new clients over the course of the next 12 months. But I am committed to growing my client base and doing whatever I need to grow my client base. That's a commitment. Now that is one way of doing things. Another way, of course, is kind of setting those goals. But what I do think is really important in the world that we now live in is that perhaps the time for those goals needs to be shortened. Perhaps the goals that we need to do need to be shortened. So for example, instead of setting a 12-month goal, maybe we should be looking at 6 months. Maybe we should be looking at 3 months. Maybe we look at a commitment or a goal for just 30 days. Because what I know, where I live, is 30 days ago in Sydney was very different to 30 days today. And I'm having a fairly good guess that in 30 days' time, it's going to be different again. So what I know is this: goals give us direction. Commitments will give us direction, will give us focus, will tell us how we're going to get from here to here, and we know where here actually is. Otherwise, we just meander forward. And it would be very easy for us as leaders to let our team slip into mediocrity by not knowing what their destination is. It would be easy for us as leaders in our business not to decide where the business needs to head and again slip into that mediocrity and just meander around for 6 months, 12 months. That doesn't help us. The bank doesn't care that we're not hitting our numbers. So I think it's a much more prudent strategy for us is to actually think about narrowing that focus and saying, all right, well, what can we achieve over 30 days? because we're kind of thinking the world might be normal for the next 30 days, whatever that is. Yes, Mira, absolutely. Small, achievable goals. Because I also think that if we set a big goal for the end of the year and we don't achieve it, that's incredibly demoralizing. Or if we set a goal of trying to reach, let's say, 20 new clients by the end of the year, and what happens if we get to December and we've only got one new client? That's 19 new clients we've got to get in 1 month that we haven't been able to do in the entire year. Again, frustrating, disappointing. However, if we bring that forward and we say, all right, what's our goal? What's our goal over the next 60 days? And at the end of the 60 days, we appraise where we're at and then we go again. At the end of that 60 days, we appraise where we're at and we go again. Goal setting gives us direction. Goal setting gives us direction. It tells us where our destination is and that we aim for that. That's the key component. But the key component has to be achievable. It has to be within our reach. And if it's not, then it's demoralizing for you as a leader. It's demoralizing for our business, our stakeholders in our business, and it's in fact demoralizing for our team. So, the key strategy here is to set a goal or make a commitment over a time period where you're in control, where you can set, you know the parameters, you know the environment, you know the world that we're in. You can go, right, between now and here, we can achieve X. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you goal set as we come out of, hopefully come out of, a pandemic. I also like the idea of that commitment. I like the idea of making a commitment rather than necessarily a hard and fast goal. I'm committed to improving my health and fitness. I'm committed to growing our membership base. I'm committed to getting more clients. I'm committed to reducing my expenses by 5% over the course of the year. I have that commitment. The choice is yours always on what you want to do. And I talk about choice a lot. But I think as a leader, one choice that you don't have is that you need to give your team, yourself, and your business a destination point. Question for you is that destination point in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or 12 months? My suggestion, look at it over 60 to 90 days. Reappraise, reset, and go again. Appraise, reset, and go again. That's my strategy. That's how I'm going to be working in my business this year. Somewhere between 60 and 90 day strategies. That's it. Look no further than 90 days ahead. It will be simply exhausting if you're looking at 90 days ahead, because the environment is way wider than, and way stranger than we've ever experienced. Well, actually, for about 100 years since the last pandemic. Anyway, Catherine Hill Bay. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful day. I hope you have an awesome week. Hope you stay safe, stay healthy, keep training, keep moving, and I'll see you next week. Catch you on the flip side.